Hi, this is Ed. Welcome to the Outer Light channel. Well, before I go on, I'd like to thank my patrons for your continued support over my channel and really just helping to keep it running. Well, it looks like, it looks like it's time to go up to the hill. Go up to the hill through the field there, in the eve, and go have just one more taste of that summer wine up in the old hay room. Just one last sip, because it's all coming to an end, unfortunately. For all of us here, from independent media, it's been a great time. It's been a great time, but that's it. Hey, it happens sooner or later. So what's happening now? Well, YouTube has decided that it's going to isolate offensive videos that do not violate its policies. Okay, so that's the end of, in time, tick tick, that's the end of channels like mine. Just keeping it real, but we fought the fake news. We fought against the fake news attack when they all called us fake news, but still we had, we hadn't violated any terms of service. We could stick around, but now they're going to get rid of offensive videos even if they do not violate the terms of service. And knowing who runs these places and who they look up to as moderators of the content, such as the Anita Sarkeesian kind of individuals that got, characters banned from video games because she found them offensive, gets like 99 dislikes on her videos, so she had to really remove the dislike ratio and the comment section so no one can read or comment or vote on her videos. But she's been, largely heralded and talking at these conferences about being, like a ambassador for YouTube, so to speak. Part of the YouTube ambassadors. I'm not sure if she's actually an ambassador, but she's definitely of that philosophy, which is identity politics driven Marxist philosophy. Then that will be the ratio. That's really all it takes. Goodbye all the pedogate researchers, goodbye all the people that comment on these things like Seth Rich investigation, M1, these people. They're all going to go. It'll take time, but it'll happen. New algorithms are about to take place. For instance, YouTube has now been working, this is from, saw this on Sticks and Hammers channel as a matter of fact, excellent video there by Sticks and Hammers, sorry. In gadget, I can't spell that, doesn't look like gadget. Well, whatever it's spelled in computer language, it's hard to read. Of course, I'm a bit dyslexic, so. YouTube has been working on ways to manage offensive and extremist content that do not violate its policies, and some steps have already included AI-assisted video detection and removal, as well as input from more experts. Anita Sarkeesian probably. Today in a blog post, the company provided more details about its ongoing efforts. First, its machine learning video detection, let's bring that up a little bit, has been hard at work, and during the past month over 75% of the videos were taken down because of violent extremist content were done so without the help of humans. This system has helped YouTube remove twice as many of these sorts of videos. The company has also started working with a large number of governmental organizations, including the Anti-Defamation League. So it's working with them. Also the No Hate Speech movement. Okay, No Hate Speech movement. The Institute of Strategic Dialogue. Okay. What's hate speech? Well, according to them, it's anything, right? It's anything they say it is. These organizations bring expert knowledge of complex issues like hate speech, radicalization, terrorism that will help us better identify content that is being used to radicalize and recruit extremists, said YouTube in the blog post. So, about this time you have to ask, yourself, is YouTube your mother or father? Are they your mother or your father? Or did you leave home and do you pay your own rent? Do you work a job and pay your own rent? Are you entitled to be exposed to the information you want to be exposed to? Maybe YouTube is your mother and father now. They're your mother and father. Think about that. You know, you subscribe to a channel, let's say you're subscribed to mine if you're listening to this, well, they're going to decide that my channel should no longer exist. Because what? They think I violate some kind of abstract meaning or something. This is anti, I can't even believe it's the fundamentally anti-science. Okay, it's anti-science, it's anti-information, it's anti-knowledge. You can call anybody anything you want. You can label these terms by, you know, the cultural Marxists throw out. I mean, you can label anyone as these things. They believe in non-platforming. Goodbye out of light, goodbye out of dark channels. It'll probably be the end of that. So for the videos that contain controversial, religious or supremacist content but don't violate any of YouTube's policies, they will now be placed in a limited state. Okay, controversial or religious. What does that even mean? Does that mean you can't talk about God anymore? Is that it? If you're a Christian, you can't talk about God anymore. Are they going to do that? Supremacist, what does that mean? Anymore. What does these terms even mean? YouTube said the videos will remain on YouTube's behind and, well, pretty much behind a box. They won't be monetized and won't have key features including comments, suggested videos and likes. This is the end of YouTube. Really. It's the end of the ride. It's the last of the summer wine. So I can't go to VidMe because literally it'll take a while to implement, so I'll be around a little while probably. I can't go to VidMe because they won't verify my account at VidMe. I'm not sure why that is, so I've passed my bandwidth, so I'm going to have to find another account. At least I've got my patrons who are supporting me, but they deleted Lauren Sutherland's Patreon account a week or so ago, which was meant to comment on. So who knows? Probably delete that as well. You know, and this is it. This is how it ends. This is the last line there in the trenches. We've been in here unsupplied for too long. Just when we thought the Allies were supplying us with a bit more, it turns out they didn't turn up. We're outnumbered, overwhelmed, and there's not really a lot you can do about it right now. I will be moving, trying to search actively for a video platform to move to. We'll keep on posting here on YouTube, of course. I'll just mirror my videos, but I'll likely be looking for another platform there, posting them on Patreon, also looking for other funding mechanisms after Laura Sutherland got her account deleted. And you can see the attack is now multifaceted. I guess, you know, look at this. This comes from really this philosophy system, these people with no hate speech and all these kinds of things. You know, which is, you know, look, you may not like what someone says as far as hate speech, but if you do not defend their right to say it, then you don't believe in free speech. If you do not defend their right to say it, don't you get defending their right to say it is defending your rights. This is really an authority. This is 1984. 1984 in motion, really. YouTube said that these changes are just the beginning, and it will be sharing more about its work in the months ahead. Altogether, we have taken significant steps over the last months in our fight against online terrorism. Anita Sarkeesian, I believe, went to the UN. She is largely seen as an ambassador for YouTube there, and she was talking about online bullying. She was in the last conference as well, you know, about her being bullied for her opinions. But this is not the end. We know there will always be more work to be done. We gotta leave soon. Gotta find a new home, just like some kind of exodus, just like the, you know, some kind of weird kind of bunch of rebels from some kind of fantasy story. We've got to like pick up our materials and we've got to find a new homeland here. I'm serious. We actually got to find a new homeland to go to here. We're just trying to figure out what that is. So Jordan Peterson here, if you know Jordan Peterson's work, what did he talk about lately? Well, the Bible. He's talking about the Bible there. Biblical Series 8 or something. Freedom of speech, he talks about there. Background lecture on, I can't really read that. Biblical series, Abrahamic stories, postmodern neo-Marxism. Okay, so you get what he's talking about. He is a professor of psychology at Toronto University, I believe it's Toronto. A tenured professor. What happened to him? Well, Google and YouTube banned professor who refused to use gender pronouns. They banned him. They deleted his account. Eventually he got reinstalled. This is just the other day. Let's have a look at here. Professor in Canada who refused to use gender-neutral pronouns and criticized social justice issues was banned for using his Google and YouTube accounts Tuesday, regaining access hours later with no detailed explanation provided. Professor Jordan P. Peterson of the University of Toronto disputed Google and YouTube's decision to lock him out of his accounts, according to a correspondent. Please tell me what principle I have violated, said Peterson in his email to Google upon discovering that he was locked out of his account. I have not violated any terms that I am aware of and have not misused my account. The psychology professor has over 350,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, which he uses as a platform to post his lectures, interviews, and Q&As. Google did not provide any details regarding the rule the professor violated. They just stated, "We understand you've recently been able to access your Google account, and we appreciate you contacting us," said Google in a response. "After review, your account is not eligible to be reinstated due to a violation of our terms of service." That will happen to me. That will happen to me soon. Just watch. Except on such a small channel, no one will really notice. People will notice Gordon Peterson, 365,000 subscribers. They will not notice me. Okay. At least I still have my Patreons until they delete that account as well. I'm going to have to... I don't know what I'm going to do, really. I think I might have to build a website, maybe. I have to learn how to build a website. It's beyond like do something. I'm not sure what that is right now. Not sure what that is. I've had that account for the last, say, 15 years, said Peterson. All my correspondence is in that account. Hundreds of thousands of emails from people around the world. So why did they delete it? Yeah. So they deleted Jordan Peterson. Of course, people noticed Jordan Peterson's got 363,000 subscribers. He's been on Joe Rogan. So, you know, that's what it is. I mean, once mine goes, I don't really have any real influential people that'll probably like go, where did Ed go? My Ed is behind the old barn on the hill, the last of the summer wine there. Where did Ed go? I don't know where he went. He walked into the forest and he never showed up. Man the fort, everyone. Someone got eaten by a monster. Nonetheless, that's what it is. So, not long now. Not long now at all. And if you read into the language, it's extremely dangerous. Okay? It's the end, really, of YouTube. This is how it ends. This is the beginning of the end. This is cultural Marxism. This is the fact that YouTube is really, you know, has picked their philosophy, really. They've picked their philosophy. We've known about it for a long time. And it's corporate philosophy of appealing to, you know, other nations, which is fine. I'm in support of building bridges and everything and exchanging all these kinds of ideas and philosophies. Why delete ours? Why delete people's ideas just because you don't agree with them? Could it be possibly that, you know, no hate speech movement? No hate speech! Hate speech! You know, everyone, back in the 80s, people called you names you didn't like or something like that, let's say. Well, sticks and stones, and anybody can say it's a name. You could make it up and lie. They could just get you together with a, what do they call it, a raid on a channel and say this channel is like hate speech channel. Well, it gets taken down, deleted. We'll see what happens though. I mean, I'm looking for another platform. Keep an eye out. If you have any ideas for other platforms apart from VidMe, because they will not verify my account, they will not let me upload any videos anymore. I've exceeded my bandwidth under whatever account it's called now because they won't verify it. Then just put them in the comments section. I'm waiting for the blockchain to one day have a video streaming service. That would be amazing. But we'll see what happens. Steemit's great. Love Steemit. Maybe I should just write more articles on Steemit. Maybe I should move to Steemit and just become an anonymous writer and record my video and upload it to somewhere else with an unlisted link. Be like that old radio station from that 1980s TV program, with what was it, Christian Slater. What was it called? Pump Up the Volume. Slowly talking into the microphone, They got all the police out to get him to stop his pirate radio station because, you can't talk about things they don't want you to talk about. And you got to think of your great grandfathers or whatever, if they fought in World War II, wherever you're from, and you got to think, what did they fight for? Really, because the Nazis were there all the time. In the meantime, though, this is Ed from the Light. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later.